guys? Just making a little video here, a little more information for people that are struggling with opiate dependency or any kind of pharmaceutical dependency, even alcohol dependency. I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about the herb, the nootropic KRATOM, give you a little bit of information on this wonderful herb that is kind of making its way to the States now. It's kind of like it's in the coffee family. It's a nootropic. It changes your brain chemistry. And I mean, some people will tell you it's an opiate. Some people will tell you that it's not an opiate. I think it's kind of like a very mild type of opiate. Maybe, I mean, it interacts with your opiate receptors. It's not to get high. A lot of stigma and a lot of weird things, a lot of stigma is attached to KRATOM. A lot of people think that it's to get high. Honestly, what I think of it is it's a way to get out of the pharmaceutical dimension. A lot of people are going to get, their doctor's going to get them on pain pills, opiates, hydrocodone, Vicodin, oxycodone, Oxycontin, tramadol, stuff like that, all right? Your doctor puts you on it. You think he's looking out for you. Okay, you take all these, and then one day he cuts you off, or one day, you know, you run out and you can't pay anymore, or whatever the case. All of a sudden, your body isn't producing its natural painkiller chemical, you know, dopamine and all this oxytocin and stuff. Anyways, all the stuff that your body creates to manage pain, it started to stop because you were putting something else in. Your body started to rely on an outside source. It stopped producing it naturally. Makes sense. All of a sudden, you cut off and stop. So you're going to withdraw, okay? You're going to withdraw, and your body is basically going to try to come back. Things are going to start to regulate again. It's going to reset, basically. It's going to push out all the bad stuff. It's going to fire up the old stuff and try to kick back into gear. So it's going to be uncomfortable for a while. Now, I seriously recommend, if you're going through these withdrawals, these pill withdrawals, to focus and take it one day at a time. First, you need to do you have to have a nice plan and like try to wean down. Wean down. Make sure you're not just going from 70, 80 milligrams of your medication a day to boom, nothing at all. You're going to want to taper down if you can for the first 10, 20, even 30 days. Make sure you're tapering. Make sure you're going down. You know, maybe give yourself a 5-day, 10-day plan. You know, on this day, I'll take 20. On this day, cut that. Maybe subtract 5, subtract half of it. But make sure you're weaning yourself down. And then I recommend just focusing, man, on those first couple days. First couple days. Make sure you get the first day, 2 days, 3 days, 5 days, then to 10 days. But focus one day at a time. Maybe you're going to need to exercise. You're going to need to sweat these toxins out. You're going to want to sweat a lot. You're going to want to go outside, get sunshine. Make sure you have a couple people you can talk to that they know what's going on. They know what you're going through. You need to make sure you're intaking proper nutrition and eating. Make sure you're eating a lot of protein, a lot of fruit, a lot of veggies, lots of water, lots of juice. You're also going to want to make sure you're taking supplements and vitamins. I recommend calcium, lots of potassium. Yeah, you're going to want to make sure that you're taking vitamins and supplements to help out with all this. I recommend also, depending on how deep in you are, maybe you're taking Oxycontin, maybe you're taking like things like I mean, I don't know. Maybe you're on heroin. I don't know. But some of these bigger, gnarlier, more intense, long acting opiates and medications, you're going to want to maybe look for Ativan, Xanax, some kind of anxiety medication. Talk to your doctor. You know, make sure you're approaching this intelligently. You're not mixing medications. You're not gonna fucking kill yourself. And take minimal as possible, of course. Be smart about it. And remember, this whole time, remember that you are transcending and you are transforming your life. This is a process. You need to be smart about this process. You are literally shedding your skin and you're literally taking your life back. You're taking your life back into your hands. So this is going to be a very powerful thing that you're doing. Don't lose confidence. Don't lose hope. Don't lose sight of what you're doing. You are pushing through a dark time. You're pushing through. You're in this dimension right now and you're fucking fighting. You have to calm down and breathe and focus. Don't worry about the news. Don't worry about what your friends are doing. Don't worry about making money right now. Don't worry about taking over the world. Don't worry about some things. Kind of put your dreams, goals, and ambitions on the shelf while you address this. Because you're not going to be able to follow your dreams. You're not going to be able to be successful and have a family and fall in love and build good relationships without, without letting go of all of this and getting out of this dimension that is stifling your growth and your development. Maybe this addiction is keeping you from being the person that you want to be. And you need to stop and time out everything so you can stop and address this problem. So you can move forward into the future with a solid head and a good outlook and confidence. And you're going to be a better person after you make it through this. And in turn, you're also going to be able to help other people get their life back too. So, I mean, this is a big deal that you're doing. You're taking your life back. Remember that every step of the way. Breathe and be mindful that you are taking responsibility for your life. And remember, you're getting out of this dimension of being a drug addict, lying, being manipulative, being shady, not being honest with yourself or others. This is you getting your life back and changing. You're transcending. And into an honest, good person too. You're making a choice to become an honest, good person, and you don't want to live like this anymore. You're taking initiative, and you're looking in the mirror and saying, "I don't want to be a fucking drug addict anymore. I don't want to die like this. I don't want to be written off as a failure and a drug addict to people that I love." So and again, don't worry about what other people are thinking right now. Right now, this is your thing. This is between you, nature, your creator, and life, man. This is between you and your soul. So, I mean, yeah, just focus on what you're doing. You're transforming your life, and you're taking things into your own hands. Nobody's gonna do this but you. And again, this is something for people that aren't looking for rehab. They can't afford doctors and rehab and stuff like this. This is you biting the bullet and taking control yourself. And I recommend with the supplements and the vitamins and stuff like that to help you. The best natural remedy that you can use at home is going to be KRATOM. It's an herb. It's in the coffee family. It's an awesome nootropic, and it's going to help you a lot. There is yellow strains, white for more energy. You take less for higher doses. It's going to be more sedative, more muscle relaxant, more of an interacting with your opiate receptor. It's really going to take away a lot of the restlessness and the depression and the anxiety. So I recommend looking around in your area, make sure you can get proper kratom. Even if it's from a smoke shop, that's okay. If you're going through opiate withdrawals or pharmaceutical withdrawals, again, this all works for alcohol as well. All of this can work with alcohol, not just pharmaceuticals and opiates or antidepressants, anti-anxieties, SSRIs. This all works with alcohol addiction as well. And I recommend, you look for an herbal shop or a tea store, stuff like that. You want to buy kratom that's in a tea herbal store. But again, sometimes you can't do that right now. You can't buy it online. So if you have to go to a smoke shop, that's okay. Yes, there's a stigma. Yes, people think it's like spice or fake weed or whatever the fuck. But it's still rich in alkaloids. It's still the plant. It's still all natural, and it's going to help you get through these 3 to 5 to 10 to 20 days. Again, you just want to stack up time off the pills, off of the alcohol, off of your addiction. And this is going to help you supplement. Yeah. Like I said, if you have to go to a smoke shop and get it, it's fine. It's okay. And I recommend looking into green mangda and red mangda. The red strains are going to help you with restlessness, depression, and anxiety. Also, sleeping. You're going to want to get into some melatonin and red kratom as well. Green is going to help you as well. Yeah, I hope this helps somebody. And again, I think this is mostly really for anybody that's on any kind of amount. It doesn't matter what amount you're on, really, this is going to help you out. It's not going to get you high. This is not a replacement drug. This is going to help you have a nice, calm sense of well-being. You're going to be able to focus. You're going to feel more solid. And you're going to be grateful, man. You're going to be grateful. Give it an hour or two tops for the kratom to work into your system and get into your system. It's going to take away, your feelings of regret and shame and that anxiety, the depression. It's going to help you manage all of these symptoms. Yeah, I believe in you and I love you a lot, and I hope this helps you. Again, we're not trying to get high. I'm telling you, 4 to 8 grams. 4 to 8 grams every 3 to 4 hours. And you can take it in capsules, and you can take it in raw leaf powder form. It's very bitter. You're going to want to drink a lot of water and a lot of orange juice. But if you feel like you have a stomach ache or you feel like throwing up, you get nauseous or something, smoking weed is okay with this, and it will help you a lot. It'll take away the nausea if you smoke medical weed with kratom. Lay down on your back, give it, meditate, breathe deeply for 5 minutes. It should help your stomach calm down. But again, don't overdo it. Don't take too much. If you need to take 3 grams, wait 30 minutes, take another 3 or 4 grams. That's okay. It's going to take, like I said, an hour or two to fully be in your system and you feeling the full effects. But again, it's not going to get you high, but it's going to take away all the pains, aches, cramps, and depression and anxiety. It's going to help you manage and focus and maybe be a lot more productive than if you were just sick and uncomfortable and just hating life and miserable. It's going to help you manage and deal with things. Like I said, stack up that time, man. Whatever it is you're trying to get off of, focus, change your vibration, change your focus, tune everything else out, and yeah, just focus, man. Minimal social interaction. Don't be around negative people. Don't be around people that are terrible influences. Focus, just focus, and remember that you're shedding your old skin and you're taking responsibility for your life. Yeah, I mean, I hope this helps somebody. I love you lots, and I believe in you. There's a better way, and you're pushing through this narrow, dark time. You're in this very dark part of your life, and you can push through, and on the other side is this colorful, wonderful life where you're grateful to be alive and you're grateful to be existing on this planet. You're lucky to have time, and things are just way more beautiful afterwards. Good luck. I love you. Don't be afraid to reach out. Thank you so much. Be well.